Supervillain School.
And why do you like the book?
It has a lot of comedy in it and a lot of action.
Argo's bike.
And why do you like that book?
Because he drives a bike.
You love bikes, don't you?
Yeah.
Tell me about your bike.
It's a 3-wheel and it's red. It has 2 wheels at the back and 1 wheel at the front.
Under the Hawthorn Tree by Marisha Conlon McKenna.
And why do you like that book?
Because it's interesting and there's good characters in it.
And what happens in the book?
Well, it's in the famine and they go to search for their aunts and they find them.
It's quite a sad book, isn't it?
It's sad, but it has a happy ending.
We're Newcastle National School. Galway's biggest bookworm!
Brilliant stuff. Hello to everybody in Newcastle and Athenry in County Galway, and thank you for letting us into your school. Some of the books I recognise, Katrina, you've mentioned
We've
them already.
covered a lot of these on the book club over the last couple of years. Yeah, Marisha Conlon McKenna, she's a brilliant Irish author.
Under the Hawthorn
It's great to
Tree.
see you back.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. So we've covered them. There are brilliant books out there. There is no excuse. How many books do you think your children, say, how many books should a 7-year-old have read this summer?
Have read over the course of maybe two and a half months. Well, it depends if they're going away on a foreign holiday, because then they'd have more time and they're going to be on planes and things, so you might need to pack 2 or 3 books for the week.
Okay.
But I reckon if you got through 7 or 8 books in the summer, you'd be a real bookworm.
Okay.
An afternoon show bookworm, a terrific bookworm.
Okay, we want to hear from you. Yes, we want to know how many books you've read all summer. You can let us know in September, and we will believe you as long as your mommy signs off on it. That's what I do with the homework, signing off on it. Let's kick off with the first book. What's the first one we're going to talk about?
The first book is called Buzz Off by Gordon Green. It's a lovely little picture book. It's for the under 5s. It's gorgeous. And what I love about this is the story behind the book. This is a self-published book. At the minute, there are 200 copies have been sold in Ireland. They were very proudly put it up on their website recently. And it's written by Gordon Green, who moved from London to Ireland recently. And it was his dream to write a children's book and to have it illustrated. So we have this little fly who goes into a farmyard, and he's a very tired fly. He's a buzzy, busy little fly. And he wants to lie down and sleep somewhere for the night. And all the farmyard animals are very horrible to him. The spider wants to eat him, and the frog wants to eat him, and all the rest.
The pig is horrible to him here.
Horrible
very
to
nasty,
him. And it's
very
rhyming
nasty.
along the way. You've got lovely little poems along the way. The story is told in the form of short poems, and it's just absolutely lovely.
Now, the pictures are absolutely gorgeous. They're so pretty. They're they're so animated. Is the story as good as the picture?
The story's as good, and it's got a fantastic, very funny ending, if you like that kind of dark humour, where he eventually finds his his bed for the night. And you can buy this in some shops. It's available on their website. They've set up 2plus4publishing.com.
Okay.
And if you're having any difficulty, there's another great under 5s book out at the moment called Scaredy Squirrel at the Beach.
Look at
and
the
it's
magpie,
brilliant.
Katrina. Look at the magpie. The magpie has real attitude problems. Look. Magpies can be vicious, you know.
Well, this is it.
I had one in the back garden, I was just telling the lads earlier, and it caught a live rat and ate it the other day.
Oh, sure, isn't it bad luck if you only have one magpie? Isn't that what they say?
But the thing about it is the kids loved it. This was better. This is better than PlayStations or Wii's or anything. This was the best entertainment ever. You know,
Real life.
boys. I know. Okay, what's next?
Next we have the Holiday Doodle book. And it's great. Again, if you're going to have kids going off on planes or in the back of cars for long periods of time, you've got 50 doodles in this. You can colour them in, or in a lot of them what they ask you to do is to add something in. So it gives you the baggage carousel and it says draw your suitcase here. And it's very imaginative, and it'll keep you going for a very long time.
It's simple, but it always works.
And it's for almost every age group, until you're too cool for it, I suppose. It would go up until you're too cool, whatever age that might be in your house.
And it's not an easy. Some kids don't like to read in cars because they feel sick when they read in the back of the car. Okay, next up, Shannon the Ocean Fairy.
These books are just terrific. These are for your 6 to 9-year-old girls.
Okay.
They're written by Daisy Meadows, who isn't a real person. She's 4 different people who write under the name Daisy Meadows. Would you believe?
So clever.
Yes. And what they do with the Rainbow Magic series is every few months they release a batch of books. So you might have the music fairies or the pet fairies or the jewel fairies, and they release about 7 of them. So I'd say any mums and dads around the country have got an awful lot of fairy books in their house.
These are really popular.
Very popular, because you've got 2 little girls. Their names are Rachel and Kirsty, and they go to fairyland and they help the fairies to fight against Jack Frost, and they're beautiful, and there's little pictures throughout, and it's very girly and very princessy.
Aww.
And this particular book isn't one of the series. It's a standalone novel, and we've got Shannon the Ocean Fairy, who brings the little girls underwater into her world, and they have to fight Jack Frost down there.
I know Shayna's little one loves these. Mind you, she's a bit young, but you obviously love